Penny for your thoughts.
I hate Brenda, and a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all in my pants.
It's nothing a little music can't help. Rockin', rockin' and rollin'. Down to the beach I'm strolling. But the seagulls poking my head, not fun. I said, seagulls, stop it now. Everyone told me not to stroll on that beach. Said seagulls gonna come, poke me in the coconut, and they did, and they did, had me going like, nothing I could do but yell when these birds attacked me. When I tried to run, I fell, and then these kids started laughing. And then got hit in the neck with a hacky sack. Where'd it come from? Now run, 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 jump. I can be a backpack while you run, 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 jump, and stop. Put me down. I love to groove and boogie. Yeah.
Great.
Show you some dance moves.
No, I don't want you to.
If I had your giant feet out there on the beach, could have outrun those birds.
You're a psycho wiener.
Let me grab my beater.
Stop it, please. Don't hit me. Please. Don't hit me.
Come on, man, quit that banging.
Hey, what's that stank?
You put a fish in our basket.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I did that.
You owe me an apology.
Just hold your breath and see when the time is right. Birds will back your face. Now run, 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 jump. I can be your backpack while you run. Swing from a hairy vine. I can be your backpack while you climb. Stand on one hand and lift rocks with your special gift. Run, 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 jump. Now breathe.
Do not wear that outfit again. And if you wanna keep it clean, because I want to fit in. Sorry, you're just not terribly important to me. Did you know that when you used to debut a beat, her phone number 1 single song? Did you know that, Christy, there are no girls with good personalities? I don't think we should see each other anymore. It never was supposed to be. Gotta return some videotapes. Have to return some videotapes. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls that ate some of their brains. Gotta return some videotapes. I'm really late. Gotta return some videotapes. I guess I was probably returning videotapes. Gotta return some videotapes. I guess I was probably returning videotapes.
The following program is rated TV-17, containing bad language,
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
sexual situations,
Like, you're gonna take your pants off instead?
nudity,
Sure.
and graphic depictions of nut-crunching dick kicks.
Oh, I just had to kick him the diddly again.
Parental discretion is advised.
I am telling you, it is the definition between an entrepreneur and an employee. The employee goes to the cliff, looks over the cliff, says, is there a balloon down there? Do I be safe? What happens if it hurts? What if I land on my neck? The entrepreneur, they said, we need to jump off the cliff, backs up 10 feet to get a fucking run.
This town needs an enema.
Fuck.
Julio, where's Commissioner Green?
Come on, you guys take beat me.
You stupid!
Why
everything changed. And anyone who tells you different is just lying.
You know who this is? This is Mark motherfucking Sylvester.
All right, what is going on, everybody? It's Thursday night. Welcome to
And Stuff, the greatest show for now that
For
would ever
now,
be on the
because the
Tuesday
end,
News.
the end grows closer, my friends.
So
The last
close.
few episodes of Ahrent Stuff are here, and this is one of them. So welcome, everybody. This is going to be kind of a combination between Ahrent Stuff and the Spawn review / the review / whatever. I don't know, but we have
Dixon
Zach
Chicks.
with us.
Yeah,
Dixon
we got
Chicks.
so much shit going on.
Yeah.
Needless.
Zach, what's up, buddy? You've been losing weight. You look good.
I actually
yes.
have been working on that.
Yeah,
you're right,
see?
you're right. I have been.
Yeah,
I've
look at
been-
I can tell.
He's so happy.
I am actually.
Good for
I've
you.
been working on it pretty hard.
Yeah, no, it's good. That's good.
No,
I've been trying to.
Now watch out, because I may because of my happiness, I may nip a little through the shirt.
Well, that's what people expect when you're on the show. A little nipplage. Let me bring the chat up here on the screen there. There we go. See how people are doing. Do us a favor, everybody. Let people know we're live. Share this out on X, on Facebook, wherever you might be watching. If you are in the YouTube chat, remember to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And consider hyping the video if you have the opportunity to hype it. We're going to be talking about a few things, and we're going to jump into the Spawn 372 review, which, by the way, this would be only 2 more issues that Brett's going to be on.
Yeah, kind of makes sense.
As far as
how
we
we're
know.
going, how we're dipping out. He's dipping out. I think he sensed what we were doing a while ago, and he's like, you know what? I'm out if these guys are out.
I think so too.
Let me ask you real quick.
We are heavily influencing a lot of people in this space. Go ahead, Zach.
That
Tell us what you
Yoda
got.
song, dude. I was actually bumping to that. I thought that was
a good one, isn't it?
Is that a legit song I can find on YouTube, or is that some stupid AI shit?
No, it's a legit. There's this bad lip syncing, I think is what it's called, channel out there that puts out a lot of videos out, and they're all really, really good. And that was a video. I've been playing some of the old hits that we used to play on this channel all the time for intros, and I kind of went away from that, trying something new. But I'm bringing it back now. And that was an old song that we used to play that was pretty fun.
I definitely want the link to that song for sure.
I'll have to send it. Remind me, and I'll send it to you.
Absolutely.
Oh, Sean, before I say hey to the chat, send me, though, do you have an actual link to where those pictures are and not just pictures in the DMs? Because I feel like, I don't know if it's the new DM on X, but I feel like if I bring this up, there is still too much of the DMs in the background that you can see. I don't want to dox anybody in my inbox.
Let me try.
Okay.
Everything's
You do that.
kerfuffle.
You do that, and I'll say hey to the chat real quick.
I'll do
Paulus Arts was #1 in the chat, #1 in our hearts. My friend, that makes you.
You're number 1.
Absolutely, you are #1. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you very much. Duck Bacon's in the house. Says, hail Joe, hail Sean, hail the chat. Fire. Hashtag, don't forget about Zach. But it's all right. Nobody knew you were going to be here because technically this is an Ahrent Stuff show. So I will forgive the chat for that. Masked Ramen? Master Ramen.
That's ramen.
That's what it is.
Nice.
What up, fellas? What up with you? Hope you're doing
What
well.
it do?
I like that name. YSA's in the house. Look at that.
Yo.
Fantastic artist. Everybody go check him out. What is that noise? Zach,
Oh,
is that
wait.
you?
Hold on. There you go. It should go away now.
Come on, man.
It's a
Professionalism.
fan. It's a fan.
This
I'm so
guy.
proud of it.
This guy.
This
Every
guy's
time.
fucking cutting up crack rock on the show, and he's like, "Oh, like,
That's exactly what's going on. You got the
Yeah.
wind in his hair. See his hair whipping back and forth right there.
What hair?
That's
what
right.
hair?
That's what I'm
What
saying. I don't
hair?
know. YSA's in the house. Fantastic artist. Everybody go check him out on X. Doing commissions now. I don't know if they're open, but if you want some beautiful art, definitely hit him up. He says, "What up, guys? Hail the chat. Hail to
Oh,
you."
you.
Duck bacon.
You know what we need to call this? We need to call this show the 3 Bs: bold, bald, and beautiful.
Well, the 3 Bs that Shane, stand for something else that I've heard. So I don't know about that.
Big black beauty.
Could be that too. KO Joe's in the house. Says greetings from Raleigh, North Carolina. Welcome.
Greetings from Southwest Michigan.
There you go. Don's in the house. Says hail the homies, Joe and Sean. Hail the Don. Everybody go check out the studio on Saturdays at 7 p.m. They're always doing great stuff over there. Entertaining show and good art as well. Kayla's in the house.
What's
she'll
up?
be back on the show here in a little while,
Mm-hmm.
making her triumphant return. We'll talk about that more as we get closer to some of that's going on and what's going on with the format of the show, the format of the channel going forward as well. Big things in the work for 2026. This is one of the last Otten Stuff shows. And I think one of the reasons why I made this Otten Stuff instead of the Spawn review was to just get more numbers on this show, more episode numbers on the show before we dip out, She says, shout out to my favorite guys. Shout out to you. Thank you.
Shout out to one of my favorite ladies.
Matthew Rumor, give me a Spawn review. Or give me my Spawn review.
Good.
This is what it is, wrapped up in an odd stuff. But yes, exactly. Zach, don't forget to pick a day to be on the studio, says the Don.
Oh, yes. I'll do that right now.
Well, I mean, you can DM it later.
Conduct your own business on your own time. This is not fucking around.
Sheldon Martin.
Joe, I'm dropping. Sorry about that. I'm dropping the link into the private chat. So whenever you are ready to go,
I will check that out. Sheldon Martin, member of the channel, is in the house.
Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
And we all know the first members that I see in the chat. Get this.
What are you doing up? Oh my God! I'm sorry. I can't stop coming. I'm sorry. Oh, it feels so good.
It feels so good to have the members in the chat tonight. We got Scribe Comics in the house as well. So what up, guys? What up with you, my friend?
Oh, wait, Scribe. He's the if I remember, he's the
asshole that stepped on my toe.
No, excuse my language. He's the black guy who does a lot of good reviews. No, he's
what if he was Indian?
What if he's American Indian or Asian?
He knows his stuff. He knows his stuff.
So
He actually has some really good.
Just because he's black doesn't mean he doesn't know his shit. We thought you were black.
No, Zach, you're wrong. Scribe Comics says I'm white. All right.
Oh, he don't know shit.
Here?
No, there. Hold on.
This cracker.
We let Zach come on.
Wait. Italian or Sicilian?
14 minutes.
Oh wait, yeah, he's right.
He's like, that's the other Joker.
He's Scribe Comics. The other one was Shine Comics. So I definitely got my S's wrong.
Next time you gotta be correct before you drop information like that in the chat.
Whoa.
No.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
He's like, that's a different Joker.
Oh, man.
Kayla says that was the funniest shit. Sean legit thought Zach was a light-skinned brother.
Facts.
That is true. For the longest time, we did think that Zach was black.
And this is also after meeting Zach in person. So he's just like, oh my God.
Okay.
Cuba Goody.
All right.
Keep gooning.
Scribe Comics says that guy, the black guy. Okay. All right. Good stuff. All right. Let me
It's
bring
gonna
up
be a
this.
good show tonight.
Let me bring this link up real quick. Welcome everybody. All right. Sean wanted to show off a couple things that he found on Liefeld, Rob Liefeld's creations here. So let me bring this up real quick. I didn't know this was going on, but apparently he's got some kind of like manga style book. Let me bring this up. Manga style book going on.
I saw this morning. I wasn't online most of yesterday, but he's got this new project called Acrobats, which stands for Advanced Chemical Research Operative Bats.
Oh, I like it.
And he goes, growing up, I was inspired and excited by comics like the Ninja Turtles, Usagi Jimbo. The Acrobats is my love letter to comics like those. And it's a premiere comic, but he's doing this in that manga style, like he did for Last Blood, and I don't know if he did it for Young Blood, but like for Last Blood
for sure. Yeah.
I think Young Blood might have had one or two. I'm not sure, but this looks awesome. This is just dumb, cool comic books, and I don't mean dumb as in a bad word. Dumb, like dumb mean cool. Like this is exciting. It's not the typical aesthetic we see from Rob. This is the more cartoonier stuff, but I'm all excited for this. If I had the extra cheddar, I would definitely be picking it up, but it's out of my price range around. But this looks fun, man.
Yeah, $40 is a little steep for me right now, but this does look really interesting. And I gotta say, like, I don't read a lot of manga, but from my, I guess, novice point of view, I feel like he kind of nails it here.
Definitely does.
It's it's got obviously the Rob feel, but it's definitely more, I don't know, like more cartoony. But this is interesting.
As far as the bat face, like the bat heads, it's more cartoony. But this is Rob's aesthetics. Like Rob is
oh, for sure,
has bared no bones that anime and manga are a huge influence, and might as well because I rip off his stuff all the time, storytelling wise.
You gotta do it.
It just looks awesome.
Sheldon says Zach can make Afro bats then, right? He probably could. He probably could.
I you know what's funny is that I don't know. I've been seeing some comparisons. Like for example, John Romita Jr. I cannot stand the way his work looks right now. But somebody did a comparison.
Kind of.
Well, he's a really good artist. It's just you can tell when he's just pumping shit out, and then when he you can tell. But somebody did a comparison to say the way that current standard for digital coloring is now does not work for his style. And they're like, if you're going to color JR stuff, you want to go with flats. And they had a page by page comparison. I saw it in social media. They were 100% correct. The flats just nail and actually amplify his artwork. And when I see Acrobats with Rob Liefeld, it's kind of the same thing. You're like, well, here's American, here's, anime, manga, traditional style over here. And he actually pulls it off really, really well. So I'm like, I may actually back this next week when my check kicks in. This
nice, and we'll go over it.
Yeah, we'll use you to provide content for the show. I like this. I like this.
You know what's cool? It also shows, we're all working on our own projects, right? Reaper Destroyer 2 you're working on. I'm finalizing Type 1. Zach's taking over the world in the bowler area. But maybe do a side project, in between. Like I have some ideas of my own. Maybe I could fuck around and maybe do a flip book with Type 1 issue 2, just something different, something exciting. This is really hyping me up, man. I can't wait to draw. Can we hurry up with the show to get over so I can make comic books?
Yeah, let's do it. Kayla brings up the gong here. And yes, I've been having this idea that when we have co-hosts on the show and we have multiple people on the show, I think we'll signal the gong anytime somebody's talking too long, unless it's me. Nobody signals the gong. I mean, that's just the rules. Or Sean. But I think I like this. So nobody can go off and go crazy. I like it. The gong. Let's go. Eric Weathers is in the house, everybody.
What's up?
Letterer extraordinaire.
Good to
also
see
the creator artist of Ballard Brick Road 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody go
Nice.
check that out. And if you guys need any lettering done for your books, don't hesitate to hit Eric up. He's always taking orders. Mortal Kombat gong. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. $2. Oh shit, where's my? You know what? What is? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the commissioner? There it is.
Where do you go? Where do you go?
The Don for $2 says this is not a bribe to say Omega Mission 10 times. Omega Mission, back Omega Mission, sign up for Omega Mission, look at this Don's pages to see Omega Mission.
Have you heard about Omega Mission?
Have you heard about Omega Mission? Have you talked about Omega Mission?
Do you know
Have
about
you
Omega
jerked
Mission?
off to Omega Mission? 'Cause
I
I've heard
definitely have.
it's pretty good to do
Very
that.
extreme. Yeah.
Have you told your friends about Omega Mission? And have you? Wait. Give me a 10th. I need a 10th.
Will you support Omega Mission 10 times by backing it for friends?
There we go.
for
Boom.
yourself and
There
friends?
you go. Thank you, the Don. We appreciate that very much. And shout out to Omega Mission. Let's go. Let's do it. Whoa, buddy. 10 times. I did it. See? I counted it off. We did it. That's what we do. People pay money. We do things. Weird things. But nonetheless, we do them. Okay. There's a couple things. Did you guys see? I posted this the other day on X because I saw
Pissed
this.
you off.
It pissed me off. I saw this and it pissed me off. I was already pissed off that they announced a Last Ronin movie like last year or 2 years ago. It's been a second. And I've been anticipating this thing. Not only have I been looking forward to a Last Ronin movie, live action, like they said they were going to give us, then they cancel it. And then they come out with this news right here that the original actress that played April O'Neil, everybody remembers her. I can't remember her name, but everybody remembers her face. This was our April from what, 1989? Did this movie come out? 1990?
90, I believe. Yeah.
She was going to come back and reprise her role, which led many to believe that The Last Ronin was going to be a continuation of the 90s movies. What do you think of that? Does that piss you off? How bad does it piss you off? Let me know in the chat too with fire. Put a fire emoji if it pisses you off.
I mean, the fact that it's canceled is actually like a first that I'm hearing it.
Oh, you haven't heard that yet?
No, I don't see how it was canceled considering that it was confirmed for a few years now, and now it's just like in the water because it's. I mean, how are you going to turn down a turtle project like that?
What they're going to do is they're going to give the Seth Rogen and they're going to make everybody look like they have Down syndrome and then just totally change everything that's awesome about it. Which, you know, look, I did enjoy that movie. It was fun and stupid on a different level. But yeah, it's like, oh, we got a great idea. Let's toss it to the trash. It's like, oh, fuck.
I think that this would have been fantastic. So it says a live action R-rated, and that was the other thing too. It was going to be made for adults, and you got to think it was going to be made for us, the late 30s and early 40-year-olds out there that watched these movies as kids. Now you're going to give us a grown-up, more mature version of this movie, and it's going to be based on The Last Ronin. I mean, everything stacked up into this. It was going to be absolutely amazing. And then they canceled it, and then we got news that this was happening too. So it says a live-action R-rated adaptation of the fan-favorite comic book Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin was hotly anticipated by fans before its development was shut down last year. Now we're learning that an original TMNT star was set to star before the hammer came down. The franchise's first live-action April O'Neil, Judith Hogue, which shout out to Kayla in the chat, threw that in there as well. Hogue, is that how you pronounce that? Hoag?
Damn, that's really disappointing because like what that does, it does a couple things, right? One, you have comic book fans for the TMT where the stuff has went up in their collection because of that anticipated move. Now that it's canceled, there's some of the key issues that were at a certain price higher is probably going to drop down now significantly because of that cancellation. Two, it's probably going to lead the TMNT fans in a if they do this, like congregate together and they're kind of like, in a massive uproar like the fans did in the Sonic movie, and they're like, "Yeah, no, that's not Sonic. This is ugly as hell." And they
Yeah,
had to go back, and they're like, they're probably gonna have to like decide, like, maybe we should make this movie after all.
that's, I mean, possibly that could, and maybe it still does happen at some point. I don't know, but I feel like they got scared. I feel like it was something that was very popular, and I can't believe that they canceled it. As much as anybody I talked to about this was excited that this was going to happen. It says during a panel moderated by Collider's Maggie Lovett, Hogue revealed that she had been approached to appear in The Last Ronin before it was unceremoniously shelved. Hogue revealed her involvement in the film during a panel with her fellow TMNT star Ernie Reyes Jr. She expressed hope that the project might eventually be revived as well. So I guess there is hope, but she says, yes, I've been approached and I'd be happy. It would be a great bookend for me. And maybe that happiness, and maybe that happens and maybe it doesn't. We'll see. But
Hope for Hog.
Hope for, I like
It would make sense for a
Hope for
lot of the
Hog.
actors to return for that movie, because there's a lot of moments in those movies, in the first film especially, that happened in the original TMNT books before they got picked up for the cartoon.
Here's the thing. If she was to return, and then say you go get the guy that played the original Casey Jones, try to get back some of the original voice actors that played the characters as well. I think it would be awesome to loosely say that this is based in that universe. And I see Kay Ojo saying it doesn't have to be R-rated. It just needs to be good filmmaking. And I do agree with that, or be a good filmmaker. But even if it was loosely based and it was R-rated, it would be kind of cool to say that this is the bookend, kind of like what this Hogue is saying to that series. 3 was kind of a disappointment, right?
Mhm.
1 and 2 is basically what we really consider as the Turtles movies, and now you come back with a more mature Last Ronin version, and this is what we get. I think it would have been absolutely awesome, and maybe it still happens. Maybe if what Zach is saying, we make enough noise, it'll still be that way. We'll see. By the way,
Look at
shout out to the
Deadpool.
Timescales who jumped in here as well. Hope you're doing well.
What's going
And
on?
shout out to the Turtle fans for they are not as toxic as the Sonic fans.
Yeah, maybe they need to
They
be.
really know.
Maybe they need to be, and that would be how we get this film actually made. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Kayla's saying that she's almost 60, but she'd be perfect for a future. Yeah, I think that's all the characters would be perfect for like older versions of themselves if you were able to bring back enough of them to actually make that world kind of tie in with each other. She does still look good. Like there was a movie I just saw her in not too long ago, and she actually, I mean, she looks pretty good for her age for sure.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Sure,
not like,
Sean. God,
I mean,
yeah, really?
really.
I mean, like gingers don't really age well.
Pull up the picture. Let's check it out. Well, no, it's true. They're a different breed, I guess.
Like prunes.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I wasn't gonna
Sean, did you say
say
prunes?
that, but
Prunes.
wait, where did that even come from?
Prunes? I'm a little stoned. I'm a little laid back. I'm a little in my zone.
That explains it. See, I tried not to smoke before the show tonight just to see if that helped. Because last week I feel like I did it sober and I was way better at hosting than when I'm stoned and can't talk. Before we jump into Spawn, yeah. Well, what do you think I'm doing, Sean?
I don't know. I'm just really excited.
Before we jump into Spawn issue 372 for the review of that book, and we'll jump definitely into the story where they're doing some things right and still, maybe correcting some things that they've been doing wrong, but we'll jump into that in a second. The buzz around Spider-Man Noir has been going crazy the last couple days as they've been talking about it coming out now. They revealed some stills yesterday, and now we got a full-blown trailer. So for the first time, let's bring this up.
I'm with it. I'm so with it.
Let me make sure the volume is up on here. This, I think, is going to be this is going to be amazing. I can't wait. You guys let me know if this is loud enough. Spectacular, amazing, sensational, web of.
It's going to be maximum.
For sure. Unlimited.
Unlimited. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Tell me why.
Oh, it's in color?
know how it ends.
Okay, so there's two different versions. You can watch it in the color version, and you can watch it in black and white.
I want black and white, baby.
Yeah, black and white for
the,
sure.
The trailer's in color. So here we go.
Damn.
Well, then start from the beginning.
Ticks. Thoughts. Impulses. I manage to suppress them most of the time.
Nick Cage is looking old, but I'm still very excited
It's that
for
guy.
him. Who's that guy? I don't know.
He's from that one show with the quirky nerdy chick and the roommates.
I
don't know.
I'm not sure.
Fuck.
He didn't look familiar to me, so maybe I haven't seen him in anything.
All right.
But it is what it is. But yeah, Nick Cage coming back. And I think it's cool because you get to see a lot of his personality that he puts into this character, which is why I think this movie is going, or this series is going to be so good because of Nicolas Cage. Let's go.
What's going on, Ben?
Wait. What the hell happened to him?
I beat up some guys in a bar. And I got plastered.
I love that.
Hey, all right. No.
What are you thinking about over there?
Bit of an existential crisis, if I'm honest.
Struck a nerve, huh?
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Oh man.
Yo, there's
What a
nothing like
great
seeing
trailer.
a Spider-Man swing through the city.
Amazon knocking out of the park with this, but it's just, man, I've been anticipating this now for when did they really originally announce this? Like 2 years ago? Like I feel like they've been working on this for a while, to the point where I thought it was scrapped because we didn't hear anything about it until recently. But man, this looks, him swinging through the city looks damn good. Like they put some money into this for the special effects, and it looks
Prime don't
really,
fuck
really good.
around. Prime don't
I
fuck around.
gotta,
With the boys.
I tell you, perfect actor for him. The only thing, the only gripe I don't like about it, why is he Ben Riley? Like, did they change the like?
I don't know
thinking-
much about Spider-Man Noir in general, to be honest with you. It also says with no power comes no responsibility. Does he not have powers?
So, very quickly, he's a very dark version of Peter Parker. Like he's
Tread
Peter
lightly.
Parker,
Oh.
dark version. He uses a gun. Like he's killed. And like
All right, good for him.
Vultures ate his parents.
Vulture
Osborn-
ate his parents?
Yeah, Vulture back in the day ate his parents. That's why he became a foster child.
He was a cannibal?
Mm-hmm. Vulture's a cannibal.
Wow,
You
that's
have
brutal.
Norman Osborn runs
That's
the
cool.
circus. Like, there's a lot of cool elements in the show. Black Cat runs a brothel, so they have like a fling with each other. It's a very, very dark run, and for Nick Cage to kind of be selected for this, to do this role, like his quirky humor is perfect for the way that Peter jokes in the books, and it's also serious at the same time. Like, it's a great balance.
I met the creator of Spider-Man Noir a couple years
Oh,
ago.
Fabrice Sapolsky.
Yeah. Nice guy. He has somebody try to straggle along his wheelhouse of getting into shows. That guy's a cunt. But no, like good for this guy. Hopefully he gets a dime from this, and his success rises.
I think it looks great. I wonder if they use Ben Riley just to separate it as much as they can from the actual Spider-Man universe. Now, it was cool that he voiced the character in Across the Spider-Universe, or whatever that first one was.
Mm-hmm.
and now he's getting a chance to actually play live action. I was a little worried because he's getting up there in age. Obviously, I was like, how well can you pull this off? But obviously, with stuntmen and everything, you can do the action pretty well. And it looks really good. The special effects with him swinging look good, and then you get the quirky attitude or the personality, like Zach was saying, and you see him put that into this character in the trailer as he's just doing his quirky Nick Cage stuff, and that's why I think this is gonna work so well. Like this is one of the most highly anticipated things this year that I'm looking forward to be honest with you.
I just sucks because those books are going to be jumping up a lot in price, and there's a couple that I was trying to get. I don't think I'll be able to get them now.
J-Man77 said, have you heard of the Spider, a pulp hero from the 30s? I always felt
because some people think we're illiterate.
That's true. Just copied that. Spider-Man was as big as the Shadow, or the Spider was as big as the Shadow, but there's over 100. Wasn't as big as the Shadow, but there's over 100 novels and 2 serials from the 40s. I've never heard of that, although in the show, I think they call him the Spider. I don't think he's actually called Spider-Man in this show from what I read.
You're right. He is referred to as the Spider.
Yeah, so maybe it's a direct homage to, I don't know, but it's pretty cool. Duck Bacon says, I feel like I went to sleep on acid. K. Ojo says, who are the villains? All I've heard is Pyro Man.
No, Molten Man,
which I've never heard of.
Oh, really?
Molten Man first appeared in issue 28 of Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, so an old character.
Oh yeah.
Okay, where's he at here? They show him right here. So
he's the only character that would have the capability of doing something like that.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to introduce any of the other villains as we go, or if this is going to be the main villain for season 1. But honestly, they could just have the Spider fighting mobsters, and I would be happy with it.
Oh, dude, you can
just
have
because the way this is shot, the way that it looks good in color, but I think black and white is going to definitely give it more of that noir feel that we're looking for.
You could have the Magia. Hammerhead is another great villain.
Yeah.
To put in the show. Dude, oh my God, there's a whole list of characters that have not been on screen. That'd be absolutely perfect for this show.
Kayla said everything Nick Cage has done since he's been like F you to Hollywood has been great. Pig, Colors Out of Space, Mandy
was good.
Whatever.
Colors Out of Space.
Long Legs was really good. That was like he played a creepy. The Carpenter's Sons. I haven't seen a lot of his movies since he's been out. Although Pig looked interesting. What was it where he was like almost like a Five Nights at Freddy's where he was trapped inside?
Oh, that was good. Fuck.
I thought that looked pretty good. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw the previews.
That was good. That was good.
Elliot's in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Doesn't Spider-Man Noir use a gun? I think I saw that in the animated movie. Yeah, I don't know if they didn't show it in the previews at least. So who knows if he'll actually be using it or not? But he does have one. He uses a gun to web sling.
No, he uses he's killed a few before. I don't want to reveal too much. Like, read the books is all I can say. Their books are really good.
Okay, we'll check it out. Ace is in the house. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Ace?
Yeah, Prime messed up with the Rings of Power, but Fallout is phenomenal. I have not watched Fallout, but I'll allow a streaming service to have a dud here or there, and not just judge them because Rings of Power was so messed up. But I do believe that this is going to definitely be good. I saw that trailer come out. Sean and I were talking about it the other day. I definitely had to bring it up before we jumped into looking at Spawn 372. But yeah, that looks pretty badass. I'm extremely excited for that. Doomsday I'm excited for, obviously, but this is probably tops on my list, to be honest with you.
Zach, what are you drawing before we get to Spawn?
I can't show it yet.
Then why are you drawing live?
Then why are you drawing live? Because I can see you just doing black.
This guy.
I'm just doodling.
Let me just tell you, Zach comes in here. He hasn't been on the show in a while. He comes in here. First of all, he's racist to our guests.
What?
And then he's not showing us what he's drawing. Did you even read the book?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, good. About the book.
Absolutely.
Don says, have a great show, guys. Got to go. Much love and hail Comics Gate. Hail to you, brother.
Hail to you, my guy. Enjoy Saturday.
Saturday, what's going? Oh yeah. Well, Saturday is Valentine's Day, by the way. You guys ready for that?
It's not too late to take.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fucked. Never mind.
What?
Renfield was good. That was a funny movie. I like that. Willy's Wonderland. Was that what it was called?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. I do want to check that out at some point. I do want to. All right. Let's jump since Zach's not showing us what he's drawing over there. Might as well just turn the camera off, Zach.
Yeah.
Jeez. Sheldon Martin says, something tells me, in fact, he did not read the book. Yes, Sunday is my birthday. 44, turning 44 Sunday. I will probably be streaming at some point Sunday night. You guys are invited because I've streamed on my birthday every year since I turned 40.
We've been doing this. Yeah.
So, yeah, tune in for that. 44. I'm feeling good. Feeling fresh. Feeling sexy. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, Spawn 372. Before we jump in this, let me just ask you guys what you thought of this. And for anybody that hasn't watched the Spawn review that we've been doing lately, you guys, let me just fill you in that the recent, I would say, at least 6 issues of Spawn we have not been happy with. The story has been clunky, convoluted. I feel like there's been plot holes that they have not tied up or even mentioned. They've just kind of disappeared. And it's been something that is I've not been a big fan of. And we started the Spawn review because coming off of 350, it was absolutely amazing storytelling and just we loved the direction it was going. And now, right now, it's kind of just holding us on because the art of Brett motherfucking Booth. But the problem is,
Del so goddamn Corona.
There you go. But the problem is, Brett's going to be leaving pretty soon. Unless things have changed, which I haven't heard. So as far as I know, 374 was going to be his last issue. So I'm seeing if there's anything to salvage what's going on in Spawn right now, which is still my favorite book on the shelves. You know, it's lagging in story right now. So with that being said, guys, brought the chat up to date on that. Starting with Sean.
Yes.
Without giving spoilers, Zach. No spoilers, Zach. We're going to keep the spoilers out of here, Zach. Sean, how did you feel overall about this issue before we dive into it?
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
So anyway, okay, I liked it better than the past 6-7 months. Art aside, I think I was a little confused. You know, I'm not a smart man, but I know what comics
I'm not a
are.
smart man.
It was cool to see a certain character come back. Well, certain characters come back. I'm interested to see where it goes, but I'm fucking confused, man.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of don't make sense. Well,
no, just in general.
In most of it. It's
now
like it's Todd kind of like just like throwing us curveballs for 375 or for 400. You know, like we're not getting any real answers. And what me and Joe talked about the other day was with 300 and up, like you got questions, but you kept getting answers and then recycle and repeat. And that was great about the book, you know, and then 350 came and that was awesome. And then to the 360s, it's like let's go back to the old format. Let's have fun.
I do feel like this was a little bit better than it's been. Zach, a very quick breakdown, and let's jump into this. I'm gonna have to give you the gong if you go too long.
For me, I find the issue to be pretty well paced for what it is. It definitely filled up some missing plot points that ended as a cliffhanger in some books previous within the past 10 issues. But for the most part, I found it to be enjoyable. What happens at the end of the book or what you see, I think the buildup could have been a little bit more for the next couple issues. So it's a little lackluster, but honestly, like I can do with it. I'm okay with it. Overall, I think it was a pretty damn good issue. So yeah, let's dive into this, man.
All right, let's dive into it. Yeah, we're not going to do the Dark Ages because it is a lot of words.
Yeah.
And Sean refuses to read it.
Yeah, I ain't doing
Art's really good.
Art's beautiful.
other than that, so we
You
got
know
this.
what?
Go ahead.
We'll give you the reins, Kayla. You come on, you talk about it. We'll go do something else, but you could, you know, we'll give you the reins. It'll be your show. You can talk about it and do what you want. I want nothing to do with that.
I've got a lot of issues with the Dark Ages. The storyline to me is just It's like the same thing with Skin Breakers. The story's just it's like I've heard it before. The art is great. The story is like is what it is.
But whatever you
Elliot
want to do.
says art is all that matters when it comes to comics. Am I right, guys?
Facts.
You are correct in that. But don't tell a lot of writers out there. They get all in their
They'll get
feelings.
How can you have a story without the writer?
I shared that, Tom. Speaking of Spawn, Tom McFarlane said, I could make a book with Michelangelo that my dog wrote or something like that, and it would sell. And I shared that quote specifically because I knew that it would ruffle the feathers of some writers out there, because they take themselves way too. Not Kayla. Kayla's awesome. Great writer, great editor,
great friend.
and she doesn't great friend.
Bombshell of legs. Damn.
She doesn't get all up in arms about that stuff, which is fun. But I do know writers out there on social media that do, and so I troll them sometimes because I know as soon as you put that out there, they got to come in crying and whining, because they're inferiority complex is popping in there, and nobody ever understands the actual argument when it comes to writing and art. Everyone just thinks that if you say you like art better, it automatically means that you think the writing is useless or writing sucks and all this kind of stuff. So they jump in. It's like, you're missing the point. I'm not going to get into it because I can rant for too long.
I wrote the next Watchmen. Well, that was boring.
Yeah. Yeah, they always do bring up like these boring books, because I'm just like, real quick, a comic book is an art form. Take the art out of a comic book, you don't have a comic book. Take
It would just be
take the words out of a comic book, you still have a comic book, because there's still a story there to be told sequentially, and people don't get that. I'm not bashing writers. It's just the fact that art sells the books, and writers are like, well, yeah, art will get you in there, but they won't hold you there. You gotta have the story to bring everybody back. I'm like, fuck off.
But that point has been proven when the birth of comics started in the 30s. Like, you had magazines telling these stories, people were eating them up. They were selling, but when comics first hit the scene with the art and like this, with whatever story that was thrown into it, it was just a boom like no other. Like, no one's ever seen that before. So it's already been proven. Like, so
yeah.
I mean, I can't say no more, because like otherwise I'd be repeating myself with what you guys are making on the point. So
Kayla says, I love that Joe, Sean, and Zach forget that they are also writers. Yes, we are artist writers, though. Apparently, that's different.
Yes.
When you talk to certain people. But anytime I see a writer jump in there and they have to defend this conversation, where you could just be like, yeah, you're right. Because everyone's like, well, I think that a good balance between art and writing makes a good comic. I'm like, yeah, no shit. And we all agree on that. But we're just saying the art sells it. Writers come in, they're all upset. And I'm just like this.
I guarantee that guy's still a virgin.
Facts. Michael Pritchard's in the house says, are you going to read the prequel to the Dark Ages called The Wicked Dark Ages? Possibly.
Michael, you're my boy.
That's right. We have a new boy in the house.
Yes.
And it's Michael Pritchard.
Yes.
Blue Boy took his ball and went home. So he's not a boy anymore. So Michael, you are a boy. Writing is important, but in comics, I think the art is more important. Yeah, and I think a good balance between the two. You need a good story, you need great art that makes a great comic. We can all agree on that. Art is what sells the comics. That's what makes the comics unique to the art form that is comic book reading. Okay. That being said,
hey, you good there, Joe?
Yes, I'm good. I'm good. Awesome cover by Brett motherfucking Booth here. They've had way too little covers by this man on his run over the last 2 years on Spawn, and I dig it. Just very simple, but just hell. And this was inked by Enriquez, I think, right?
I think so. I think that's his.
I think that's his signature right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid. Very awesome. All right, let's jump into this. Script and plot, Todd McFarlane. Art by Brett motherfucking Booth. Inks, Adelso Corono. Pages 1 through 18, Tom McFarlane did page 19.
Nice.
And Daniel Enriquez did page 20. Robert Nugent, as always, kicks ass with the colors. And then the very famous Tom Orzechowski kicking ass on the lettering. And then editor-in-chief is Thomas Healy. So if you guys remember, in 371, Sin found a way to bring back Malbolgia and started the resurrection process. So this is where we pick up right now with Malbolgia being brought back to life. And we get to find a couple things here that I was actually I didn't know about, because I mean, maybe they established this, maybe they haven't, I don't know, because there's a big chunk of Spawn that I didn't read for a while. But it says the devil lords from hell's other realms always thought of him, Malbolgia, as unworthy. They never considered him a peer. And it says his hellspawn symbiote experiments using non-demons only verified their disdain. And when one of those experiments beheaded him, Spawn 100, it sent a ripple effect throughout hell that still reverberates. Is that a known fact that he was not respected by? Yeah, tell me about it, because I was actually pretty surprised when I read that.
Remember that review we did where we broke down issue 100 of Spawn?
Yes.
And there was that guy in the tuxedo suit or something like that in hell where he's talking to Malbolgia. There's been moments like that where I feel like where it's explained here, Todd is choosing to, add a little context to those conversations, just kind of, and showing how other layers of hell has viewed him, playing on that point where those moments have happened already, but it hasn't really been explained the way that Todd is writing it now. So you can link up moments from previous books to now with that page.
Okay, that makes sense, because I read that and I don't ever remember knowing that before about the character. But again, there's been a lot of the story that I've missed over the years, so that was just something I wanted to ask. I just want to backtrack real quick. Kayla said, comic is pictures and words. They need to work hand in hand. They can't coexist with each other. Or they can't coexist without each other. There you go. So I read that.
Not true.
And I would just push back on that a little bit. I do agree that comics are pictures and words for sure. But comics to me are the pictures. Take the pictures away and you just have short stories, or you have articles, or you have a novel, whatever you want to say, because that's what the words are. Now, the unique thing about comic books are you can tell a story without words. You can still have writers. You can still write it. You can still script it. You can do all that kind of stuff, but you can do it without words, with just the art telling the story. And you can perfectly tell an emotional story where everybody knows exactly what's going on without the words. And that's what's unique about comic books, why it doesn't really need the words if you didn't want to. Is it better with the words? Absolutely. But I think it can stand alone. I don't think they can't coexist without each other. I absolutely think they can. Well, no, I take that back. Words can't coexist, or can't exist without the pictures, because then it wouldn't be comics. Pictures can absolutely exist without the words if they wanted to.
Yeah, look at G.I. Joe's silent issue. Massive piece of a comic.
There's been a few silent issues that they put out there that have been done very well, because the storytelling is in the visuals of the art. And yes, that still means somebody has to write that. So that's the thing that writers always miss when I say the art is more important. I'm not saying that the writing, that the story isn't important. I'm saying the art that carries the book, that sells the book. You could take the words out, still letting the pictures themselves tell the story that has been written by either the artist writer or the writer. That's the real argument that I put out there. All right, back to the book. So Malbolgia is resurrected, and this is beautiful, but I definitely think that Brett draws him effeminate. Has he always been effeminate?
I mean, look at
like
those
a non-binary,
look at those previous books, man. Like,
he's kind of like,
but he's like
everywhere, kind of.
Nipple, like nipples, fat, like this pot belly stuff. Brett gives him like a physique though. Like this is a Jared Leto on crack, Joker kind of physique. You know what I'm saying? It looks great. I love it. But I was just I saw that. I was like, oh, it's
What I hope we'll never get, I hope that Todd never touches upon, is the origin of Malbolgia.
yeah, we don't need
It's
that.
like the same thing with like the Joker. We don't need the origin. Just keep it as is. He's the ruler of hell. There is like what what I'd like a little context on, because we remember when we were talking about the Violator miniseries, and it talks
Yeah.
about how Violator's perspective, which he's known to bullshit,
Mhm.
where he is the one that created the necroplasm, that is considered the uniform that all individuals in hell wear under that rule. And then you
Yeah.
have Satan. Now, I think the Satan is Satan. He's not Malbolgia. I think Malbolgia is one of the other angels that have fallen with him and has controlled that realm of hell.
That would, yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't need an origin for Malbolgia. I didn't need an origin for the Violator, to be honest with you. I
Yeah,
I
don't think
think
it.
I'd be okay with the
I like the
Violator.
mystery.
Because Violator, like he can lie, so there's that room there, and it's already happened. But for Malbolgia, I think he's kind of like, don't ever like show us the real origin.
So jumping into the story right here, explaining sin for a second, it says he, as in Malbolgia, has been gone for so long that some have forgotten him, but not those who yearn to assume his vacant throne. One of them is the man called Cagliostro, now transformed and known as simply as Sin. He was the very first human used, the one that took the symbiote hellspawn costume to Earth for the first time. He was also the first of many to fail, forcing the symbiote to repurpose itself on dozens of handpicked humans ever since. Here's a continuity issue I just wanted to bring up, and maybe it's just me, but this makes it sound like the only people to wear the symbiote costumes have been the spawns that have appeared on Earth or whatever. But haven't we seen before when Spawn has gone to hell, like armies of characters wearing the Spawn symbiote? Didn't Billy Kincaid have a symbiote that he wore?
Yes.
So
You are correct. Hoo-ha!
Yep, there you go. All right. Just want to throw that out there. So it says, Rise, Malbolgia. It's time, my lord, to be whole once more, as he's doing this really awesome pose. Indeed, quiver with fear. Now, I can never remember this dude's name, but the helper to sin, this guy over here on the left, this horny demon guy, he says, so this is what I don't get. Like, he knew he was bringing back Malbolgia. Now, it seems like this guy didn't want him brought back at this moment, that maybe Sin is jumping the gun a little bit because maybe he's desperate. But this dude is like, he can't be here, not now, and he's trying to get him to stop. And Sin's just like, nah, I think I'm good. But how are you going to stop? He's already he's fully manifested. Like, what are we going to stop here?
Oh, this is us. This is us.
Tell me about it.
This is the reader. He's like,
oh,
why are you giving us so much plot holes?
Yeah.
And you keep furthering the book, and we have no idea what's going on. We're so confused, but we're gonna stick with you because we're puppets.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I like that. So this guy's upset. He's like, basically there's a treaty. You're violating the treaty. And I'm just like, what treaty? Is that Malbolgia is never supposed to be on Earth? Is that the treaty? Or is like,
That's new. I don't know about that.
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of what the treaty is here. They just say that there's a treaty. Even Malbolgia says it later on in the issue.
That
Why?
honestly,
Because it's long and hard.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice.
So apparently Sin is doing something that is going to violate the treaty by bringing Malbolgia back to life on Earth, as opposed to in heaven or wherever that they are. So we jump to Blood. This was actually a pretty cool sequence. I still have no idea what the hell Blood is doing.
Yeah.
In the book, I have no idea what his purpose is, what his mission is. That is still a mystery to me. But I like the scene. The scene's good.
I mean, this is like one of those things where it's like, if we had some more context on Blood in the previous books on something,
right,
it would add what he does in this issue would have had more of an impact to tell us like what the hell is on this at this place when he gets that information, which
I
he
like the
already knows.
designs in his eyes.
At first it was like it's kind of like Terminator, cyborg like kind of eyes,
Yeah, but
but
is it like a
definitely it
symbol?
sets him out. It definitely it looks like kind of symbol notches there. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's cool. I like that. But yeah, I agree with Zach. Like I didn't know what Blood was doing in the first place. All I knew is that he was doing the Vampire War, and that he was taking out all the angels and demons that were stuck on Earth because they were finally the ones with power, and he was rising up. But since then, I have no idea what they're doing. I also don't know what his purpose is now teaming with Spawn. It's just so I'm still waiting for this to kind of come together. But he brings this dude in as he's sitting there waiting to bring this guy in. And he says, Omega Island, where is it? Have we heard of Omega Island yet, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
So Omega Island is where this happened.
Fill me
within
in.
So
The 300s.
within
Okay.
issue 3, literally from issue 300 to like 320, like within that time frame, Spawn goes to this island, and this is where he meets the I could get the names of the Spawn incorrect, but this is where he meets some of the most dangerous Spawn variants. This is when
Okay.
when he opened up the hole and he couldn't close it, and he brought in all the Spawns from all universes or dimensions.
Yeah.
And they were trapped. One of them was Monolith, I believe, was at that island. Another one, Cogliostro, was there at that island. He was at the bottom, in a pit or something. He was in a different form before he changed into the human form. Like he got that transition, and there's a lot of a lot of things happen. So this has already been set in place.
Well, good. Thanks for filling that in because I didn't really start reading again until 350.
Oh, you're quite welcome, Papa.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense because I was like, what the hell is Omega? All right. So thank you for filling that in. Thank you guys in the chat as well.
Is from Image United. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they use Omega Spawn in
Wasn't that Al Simmons at one point?
No.
That was never Al.
We thought it was, but
okay.
it wasn't.
All right.
Yeah.
So we asked this guy. This guy says, I have no idea. And Blood's like, is that right? And I like the storytelling here. Like, so as much as I've kind of complained a little bit about the story overall just kind of being clunky or whatever, there are times within this book, though, that the scenes are done really well. And a shout out to Brett, too, for drawing it the way he does. But again, I just like the fact that Blood is just sitting there, very intimidating, just staring at this dude. This guy's doing everything he can do not to look into his eyes. Finally looks in his eyes as I swear I don't. So I don't know if he was hypnotizing him or not. But I love this scene. I love this panel right here where he's just like,
Great
for the longest time, I don't believe you. Same, you can copy and paste this. That's fine. That's not really cheating if you're trying to keep that stoic, just straight face there in these panels. So I like that. He says again, and he just pounds the table. Where is it? Where's the commissioner? It says there have been very few who have defied Blood, king of the world's vampires, and walked away from it. Witnesses to those fools who thought that they could rebuff the leader of the undead have never spoken about what they saw next. So apparently it's pretty brutal when people defy him. And this is this is great. I do like the technique that Brett keeps bringing into this book. He's bringing in more like manga kind of elements to his art. And we all know he's a big fan of anime and manga. And you can see that over the last few years that Brett has really been kind of tweaking his style, adding more and more of the stuff in. He's been doing a lot of it over this last year in Spawn. And I like it. It's good. No, nothing? Anybody?
No. I just wanted to leave it at that. Like, it's good.
Oh, we lost. Where'd Sean go?
I'm here.
Is he dead?
You gotta tell me when you're leaving, man. I'm off screen.
Oh, my bad.
I'm just talking. I'm like, Sean, quiet. Nothing from Sean.
I'm getting attacked.
Oh, the cat.
I thought so. But she jumped away.
Just ninja kick that damn rabbit. I read those first issues for reference for the art contest Todd did a while back. Okay, nice. Boost art is amazing. Great gestures and energy. That is a
Facts.
fact, Elliot. That is an
Yeah.
absolute fact. One of the
Totally
reasons why we started reading the main title again or getting so excited about is that Brett was on it again. So
Mhm.
the fact that he's leaving is disheartening. So we'll see. Who knows? Maybe he'll stick around. I haven't talked to him in a little bit, but the last thing I heard that was announced that he was dipping after 374. So only got a couple issues left.
Damn. You know, I will say, dude, they would have to really bring in somebody like high end to jump on.
Mark Silvestri.
Yeah, we talked about this
Oh.
so many times. If you want to make a splash, which I doubt it will be, but Todd could go just on guest artists doing story arcs for like the next year or 2 years. Just sign guest artists to do a story arcs. You're not having them to commit for like as long as Brett did, but bring in Silvestri, bring in some of these, bring in David Finch, bring in some guys that are just going to bring that star power to the book. I think that would be a hell of a business move.
He did that kind of like during Wilson's run, like for a few issues. He had Eric Larson penciled something and he inked it. Corey Randolph penciled it,
Ryan
he inked it, which is
Otley.
awesome. Ryan, like
Yep.
that
do
was
it again.
That was awesome. Like that was
Do
a
it
fun time
again.
in the Spawn universe.
So this dude caves in and says the Pacific Ocean and Blood does this. Okay. I don't know if this guy is a angel, if he's a regular person, because I'm assuming that even angels and demons can have kids in this world. It seems like, but he gives a nod to like his henchmen, and they give him erotic asphyxiation real quick. He says, "Disrespect me again, and I'll murder your children." And he has them drag him out. He says, "I already know what ocean it's in, but something's cloaked the island. I need that stopped. You've got 2 hours."
Meow.
I don't know if this guy's got 2 hours. Is he the one that's going to
I
stop the
don't like
cloaking?
that part I didn't like. If you was all of that just to like assert your dominance at that point, because if you already knew the location, you knew where it's
That's a good
at,
point.
and you'd like, why not just be like, you know, you're gonna build this device, you're gonna like, take the cloaking device off of it. And he would have been like, no, and he's like, you dare, like whatever, and then he would have been like, bring one of the kids in or something. Like, I don't know, like it's something along that, because it's kind of like, hey, tell me where it's at. You know what I want to know. Like, and then he's like, I'm like, if you already had that information, why are you trying to get him to? I don't know.
Part of it too is like, who is this guy? It doesn't explain. Is this guy a
don't know who
scientist?
he
Is
is.
he an informant? We have no idea who he is. And so when he's like, "You have 2 hours," I'm like, Are you the one that's going to bring down the cloaking? What gives you the credentials to do that?" So this is some of the stuff that just gets me confused when I'm reading this story. Most of it I can get through, but some of the stuff I'm just like, all right, these are questions that I have at the end. I half expected to turn the page and have him talking to somebody else, and that's not the case. We got Mikey
It's how
Goats in the house. Says,
Spaceballs.
"Hail Joe and the chat. Shout
That's
out to you, my
true.
friend. Hope you're doing well."
It's like Spaceballs. We ain't found shit.
Yeah. Mikey says Spawn 100 was my jumping off point. Mine too.
Damn.
Like I stopped reading Spawn for 200, 200 issues until 300. And then I kind of loosely was keeping track, but I didn't really come back full time reading this book until 350. So
You're
right
missing
there with
out. That Angel Medina run was fucking fire.
Yeah,
The
I wish
story
I
was
had-
cool, but the art was amazing. Like,
yeah, I
doesn't
wish
get
I'd
enough love.
I wish I'd stuck around. Like in hindsight, I wish I'd stuck around for Medina's run, but at the time I was just so Greg Capullo,
I mean, dude,
to the point
even
like
the
nobody was
Jasons-
going to jump on that book and get excited, make it exciting for me.
justice.
I mean, even the Jason Sean Alexander run was just great.
Eh.
I wouldn't
Great.
go that far.
Yo, shut up.
That's where we part ways on that one, Zach.
But yeah. So like I really like let's bring it back.
Bye, Zach. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. All right, so here's another thing I was asking Sean this, and Zach, I'm gonna ask you the same thing. The next scene we get, Spawn is at this bar beating up these guys, and we find out in the story that these are half breeds. I'm assuming half-bred angels and man,
Mm.
but he never really says why. So he says, what does he say? The arrogance, blah blah blah. Although they've done nothing to deter Spawn as far as the fighting goes. Who farted?
I'm just making noises.
We have a fart noise,
Okay,
don't
I'll
we?
find it.
Did I have it?
Oh.
Did I get rid of it? I thought we did. Maybe I got rid of it because we never used it. All right, never mind. All right, well, it was a good opportunity. Anyway, most here have savaged or killed humans merely for the pleasure of it. Again, I have no idea what this bar is, why he's here. It says our hero is more than willing to return that pleasure of hurting them. It says, I need something, and I'd like to get it before the police arrive. But we never find out what that thing is as we're going to go to the next page here. But before I do, Zach, do you have any insight? Sean, do you have any insight why we're here? What is going on with this bar?
I feel like this is just one of those like fucking plot devices for the issue to kind of be like get the ball a little bit rolling so they don't have to like spend a little bit of time on that particular scene. So it's
Yeah.
just like I've seen it done, like I've seen this happen like in the Spawn books from issue 300 and now at
Okay.
least 3-4 times prior to this. So I just think it's like one of those technique devices that they're using because it just works.
Yeah.
I don't. It's whatever. It's not like it doesn't give an impact to me, but it's weird that like Todd is choosing to use the wording of it is because in the early 300 issues, Spawn was already doing that. He knew about locations. He knew about all that, like all these chop shops that were like all around the areas, and he was
Gotcha.
going in. He was just breaking them out. Like he was just busting them all out. And now here we are, and he's like, yeah, I knew about it all along, but I never had a reason to. Now I have a reason to, so here I am. So
Right. Yeah.
it's whatever. It doesn't kill the mood. I just, because I happen to, like us, like we read these issues.
Yeah, I just thought it was
something that
confusing.
Yeah.
Because again, there are way too many times when I'm reading these books lately, I'm just like, what is going on? Why is this happening? Like it hasn't been set up yet. You would think that some of these things would be set up so that we kind of understand why Spawn is doing stuff, why Blood is doing what he's doing, and it makes it right now. It's just, I like a good mystery, but the mystery is so intense right now that I'm literally just like, I have a hard time getting into the story because I have no idea what's going on.
And we're
last
getting
month.
some answers in the other books. Like I was reading, what was it? Was it Gunslinger? 46 maybe.
Yes.
It was a recent Gunslinger where it had Tremor, one of the angels in it, this like a silver armor angel that was from the battle, and Evil Spawn, the Plague Spawn, I think he's called. They were in the alley, and like they're like, after the battle, all these people went their separate ways. It's like, oh, you could have told us that in the main fucking book when we're like, what happened to them?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. If you don't read the other titles, which I know Thomas Healy said that this is supposed to be designed that if you don't read all the books, you're
not
fine.
doing a good job. No, we're not fine. We're fucking lost. We need a map.
Honestly, the Spawn universe has gotten so expanded. It's honestly, he should have had something like that when he decided to do the Spawn expansion title stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been the perfect opportunity to really just kind of convey everything.
I said that he should have done what the Spider-Man titles did in the 90s and just run a giant story that goes across all titles. I know it's kind of sucky because some people would probably complain you got to pick up like 5 titles, not like all of the titles, but the main titles, the 4 main titles.
The problem with those in the 90s, again, it was almost impossible to like figure out which title it was happening in, and if you did, you had to pick up like 7 titles.
But I didn't mind that.
I was doing it anyway.
Yeah, I was just saying I didn't mind that because if you're buying all of these Spider-Man titles anyway, and it's one continuous story, then you're getting 5 issues or 4 to 5 issues of that story per month.
Yeah,
like I'm okay with that. If I know that's what I'm doing, then I will do it. If Spawn has a story that goes to Spawn, King Spawn, the Scorched, Gunslinger, and then back to Spawn again, then I'm going to pick up all 4 of those issues every month and then read a big story that's continuous. I would be completely fine with that. Right now, I feel like we're getting bits and pieces of the story from other books, but you're not necessarily picking up the other books because they're not really following the story. And then this has so many things that happens in this book that you're just supposed to know what happened because it happened in another book. Like we were talking, like where did everybody go after the big kaiju fight? We didn't
Yeah.
know because they never
Yeah.
talk about it in this book. Where did not Angela go after Spawn decided to go fight Blood? No idea where she went.
I miss her.
You know, I miss her. She's a great character. I was invested with her for a year, and she hasn't been around for almost a year.
Has she been around for a year now?
No, she not.
It's been like 12 issues, I think. LaShawn and I were trying to think of the last issue we saw her, and it was right before Blood killed Spawn or killed Al, right before Nyx gave him his powers back. And I thought that was issue 60 they got his powers back. Well, here we are, issue 72.
Yeah.
That's a year of not seeing that character after they set her up. So that's just what I'm saying, the stuff that bugs me. So back to the book though, we get a voice that says, "We don't care what you want." And now we got a really badass shot of anti-Spawn. By the way, going back to the Spawn shot here, Booth has really thinned out Al since he became a vampire. Have you noticed that? I don't know if that's a stylistic. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's a stylistic thing.
I think that was intentional.
Yeah, and I like it. It's a cool touch to really show that he's going through this transformation of becoming this vampire or whatever it is. Although he hasn't used his wings since last issue. You would have thought that.
Also, let me ask you,
Tell
wasn't
me.
Redeemer like in the middle of trying to recover from being a vampire?
No, that was
Reaper.
That was Reaper.
That was Reaper. Not to be confused with Reaper Destroyer. Number 2 is coming out. Ish. So Joe's working on it. Plug it.
That's right. Reaper Destroyer coming out. Reaper Destroyer 2 coming out in May at some point. I think around May 15th is what I'm aiming for launching. We do have a preview book coming out next month. It's gonna be the first 15 pages. We'll talk about more at the end of the show. I'll show a picture off as I did last week. But yes, Reaper Destroyer.
That's almost a whole book. Are you crazy, man?
I am crazy. Thank you for asking. All for $15. Okay, moving on. So we got Anti-Spawn or Redeemer, as Elliot is saying here, which I thought his name was Redeemer, but they call him Anti-Spawn in this book. Yeah. Matthew Rumor says, Blood has changed so much since his first arc in the early 100s. Yes, I can't even remember back then. I'll have to go back and check it out, but
Blood has changed so much since his... So Blood has really been around that long? I
guess I don't remember him in the early 100s, right? Because I wasn't reading the 100s. That makes sense. All right, this is something that made no sense to me. I'm sorry, I got to put it out there. I told Sean about this. He agreed with me. But Redeemer shows up and he says, I'm curious why now. So he says, the panel before, we don't care what you want, but I'm curious why now, after all this time, the effort you made putting Nyx on his throne, why sabotage and endanger all of us? You know you can't control him. And then he blasts Spawn saying it'll throw energy or it'll throw everything out of balance. Now, I'm just going to give you guys a spoiler on this scene because it goes on for a second. But the premise of the scene is that Redeemer here thinks that Spawn is the one resurrecting Malbolgia. And I didn't understand why that was his conclusion. Like after everything that Spawn Al Simmons has been through from issue 1 to issue 350 when he put Nyx on the throne to issue 100 when he kills Malbolgia, chops his head off and leaves the throne empty, why would the thought even occur to Redeemer or anybody in heaven that it's Al Simmons that is trying to resurrect Malbolgia? And why do they know what's going on when Spawn doesn't? Guys,
that makes sense to me.
Okay, tell me, because that doesn't make sense to me. Tell me about
it. In the book, you see, it is definitely conveyed that hell is, at each other's throats. Absolutely.
Right.
And so there's definitely misinformation from there on his end. Now, granted, Redeemer and Al have a special relationship in the past due to all that time, especially with what happened in issue 300 or the road to 300 with those two. with
But why
Redeemer,
would Redeemer think that it would be Al Simmons?
because Al is the kind of character. I mean, like, look how he treats his allies. Look how he handles things. To everyone else, you know, to everyone else, he just comes off as an asshole. That
He's an asshole.
He does what he wants to do. It does, with no regard as to how anyone else feels or thinks. So this is one of those situations that I do think that, like, he would think that Al, for the greater good, would probably bring Malbolgia back if it meant to take down Nyx. I don't know. It's weird, but
okay.
I don't know.
So he's thinking that he's doing this to take Nyx down. I
Yes.
guess that could make some if you look at it that way, I guess it can make some sense. Because I was reading this scene and I was like, why would he even think this? Like, didn't the last time they see each other, they were allies? Redeemer was there fighting the kaiju, right?
Not that one.
No.
No? Okay.
He was not there.
Okay, well, that's my bad. I thought he was. Anyway, he's saying, so he's basically, Spawn has no idea what this dude is talking about, as he's just getting pummeled and blasted by the being known as Anti-Spawn. Finally, Alice just has enough, takes him, throws him through a wall, says for now, whatever answers Spawn had come seeking needed to be put aside. So again, we put a pin on the fact that he's at this bar, beating up these guys, trying to get information. Information for what? I have no clue. And not only do I have no clue, but now I'm not going to find out because we're going to put a pin on that because he's got to fight Redeemer.
Yep.
So that was again, points in the story just are like, the more, not that I'm getting angry, but I'm getting more frustrated the more I read the books. Now, granted, this book is better than the last 6 issues that they put out as far as story goes. I feel like we're going somewhere at least. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's better to the point of, like, it's one notch better.
Okay.
Right? It's, the art's fantastic, obviously, but like the story has gotten like one notch better because I feel like we're actually moving forward, but I still don't know what we're moving forward to. But at least we're not standing still like I feel like we were for 6 months. Right?
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
To add to the chaos, Spawn is confused why Heaven is so willing to expose itself in such a public way. So yeah, so they're fighting on the streets here in public. Apparently, Hell has no problem doing it, but Heaven doesn't like doing it. Prudes. This is a great shot though. Like, I stopped on this for a second and was just looking over this. I was like, man, that is
studying the anatomy,
that
the
is
shot,
cool.
the perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, everything about that. Like,
he's so good.
Yeah.
Please don't go. I'll change. Is it me? Yeah, I can be better.
Don't leave, Brett.
Maybe I'm
Please.
begging. Yeah.
Or if you are going to leave, go on the darkness and I'll forgive you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which, that's a great book too.
I've enjoyed that book, but I'd enjoyed it even more if Brett jumped on for a spell.
Yeah.
Putting in a pin of a lot of things. Yeah, that's a great point, Sheldon. I feel like that's all they've done over the last year is put a pin in this, a pin in that, a pin in that, and we haven't got back to them. They're all tacked up on the wall still.
Oh.
Yeah, see? You hear the pain.
I bet that, like, the next, what is it, 375 or something like that, better be a fucking double-sized issue.
But I don't think it's gonna be.
Like hits all that.
We've talked about it a couple of times. Like, from what we've heard and from what Todd has said in interviews, it seems like 375 is not going to be like this big seminal issue. That it's going to be pushing everything we're doing right now is pushing to 400, which is still 2 years away.
Is it really?
Yeah, when you break down the issue, I mean, we're talking about 2 years of storytelling until we get to 400. So I don't know. You would think that 375 would be this big issue that we're working towards, but I don't see it so far. There's no setup.
It's going to be a standard story. It's going to be not basic, but a standard story, because with everything he's doing with the other 3 books leading up to their 50th issues, and like that, whatever tie-in that is supposed to have been, he's like, I didn't want to do this to, take money from fans, which I respect. But 375, that's a big fucking number in independent comic books or in any comic books.
Yeah, I'm just really shocked that after 350, such a good jumping on point for a lot of new Spawn fans or even people like me coming back to Spawn.
Yeah.
You would think that you build up to 25 issues later at 375, and now you have another really big issue that puts you on that path to 400. Like the Royal Rumble put you on the path to WrestleMania. That's what this is.
No.
And I'm shocked that then they're not going to. So we'll find out. But Spawn decides that, or determines that after Heaven is attacking him live on the streets on Earth, that it means only one thing. And he says they're scared of something. What is it? And now he gets this. This was badass too.
Badass.
Really cool. Good gestures. Just fantastic.
Yeah, I love this. That panel and the one of Blood standing by the broken desk.
Yeah.
Like storytelling, I'm like, I can do that.
Fantastic.
Not that like, oh, I'm great, I could do it, but it's showing that a level of my set skills that like I can feel comfortable seeing this as an example and be like, okay, now this kind of clicks. A George Perezian type of storytelling. Oh, sorry, nerds.
Redeemer says, is that the game we're going to play where you feign ignorance? Go ahead, waste your power, drain all of it. You're too stupid to even know that that's the only thing he wants from you. And I was just like, what the fuck? Why am I stupid? Yeah. Where's all these insults coming from? What did I do to you? Yeah. Is what he's thinking. So unless you kill me, I'm going to weaken you as much as I can. When your master won't have anything left to come. Okay, let me say it again. Well, then your master won't have anything to live to live off when he comes. Either way, it's bad.
I mean, like I just shoot it in the sock and I'm good.
I would have phrased that a lot different. I don't know about you guys, but as the writer of my book, I'm always kind of conscious on certain verbiage I use for dialogue of what could be taken in a sexual way.
Oh, dude, definitely. Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, I can't say that because people are just going to make a joke of that. So I got to reword that.
Yeah. Look, if it wasn't for Kayla, like there'd be some sentences where it would have seemed like full blown, like midget porn. And she's like, no. I'm like, okay, let's make this legible.
All right. I'm going to address this real quick. Mikey asked who the artist was. And I was looking at the other page because I'm flipping through the story because I got two open things here. So I wasn't on StreamYard, so I wasn't seeing the chat. That's why I have co-hosts for. As everyone remains silent.
Wait, now I'm lost. Brett motherfucking Booth.
Right, but the chat had to answer it. And then Mikey's down here saying, thanks, chat.
You're in your spiel where you're like, I don't understand what's going on. You guys, and we're trying to cope with you and give you virtual hugs about the storytelling.
Yes, give me the virtual hugs, but you glance at the chat, except for Zach, who's not showing us what he's drawing.
Yeah, what's that about? Let's put this on him. Turn the tides.
Put it back on Zach. Let's put
what's
it
wrong
on
with you,
Zach.
Zach? Show us the art.
What? I mean, I got. If you want to see it, like shit, man. Like
I'm just saying, it's a fail on our hosting duties. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, show it. Now you're gonna show it. Show it. I like it.
Well,
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
It's awesome. Yeah. Shit,
it's like Sorry, I'm moving it too much. Wait. Okay,
hold it right there. There you go.
Alien. It's the back of an alien fish person. Up here's another alien fish person. It's just a lot of floral.
That's really good. You got good composition. Is that El Paso in the background?
It's a cave in the background.
Yeah. Well, it looks like
close enough.
It's good.
Yeah, close enough.
But anyway, that was a fail on our hosting duties there, guys, for not paying attention to the chat and answering questions. I blame myself, and then I blame everybody else.
Yeah, Mikey, you better you better apologize. And...
No, you leave Mikey alone.
Okay.
Matthew says Todd is famous for biting off more than he can chew when it comes to book production.
I mean, but is he though? Because without him, we wouldn't have had a huge expansion of opportunities that the comic industry has been dealt with, like, since I don't know, like, you'd have to, like, go for the moon, like, every single fucking time.
Right.
Like, yeah, sometimes you're gonna land on a few duds, but I mean, the fucking guy wanted to make some toys. He made some fucking toys. It's like,
Well, yeah, but we're talking about toys now.
right, but like, you got,
we're
you know what I
talking
mean?
about
But
the.
he was originally, like, comic artist. He's like, I want to make toys too. Made toys. He was like, he also, with Image with a bunch of other guys. We could do this ourselves. We can do this. Made their own company. Absolutely did it. And obviously, there's a lot of different things like in between that he could have, like, slowed down a little bit, but this man just fires on all cylinders at all times of the day.
Sheldon Martin says Zach's drawing a lot of what looks like dongs to what Zach replies.
That is a slash.
No,
Guns
that's
N'
looking
Roses.
like a spring.
String. Come on, son.
Is that a
Or,
cucumber?
It's
Oh, it's a penis. Those are balls. It's a big black dick. It's drawing black. It's a big black dick. It's a black cock down.
Yeah, there we go. Alien fish person, at least it's not a black guy. Yeah, we established that earlier.
What the fuck?
Getting back to the book, Spawn's like, "What master? What are you talking about?" And the Redeemer realizes, like, "Oh, I'm an idiot." He says, "You really don't know, do you?" And he's like, "Stop talking in circles. What the fuck do you want?" And he's like, "Someone's trying to bring him back. We thought it was you. Thought you were going to feed him your powers so he could live here on Earth. But again, why? Why would you think that after Spawn has done nothing except fight Malbolgia from issue 100 or 1 to 100 and then left the throne empty for 250 more issues? Why would you think that he would give him his power so that he can exist on Earth, which is the whole point that Sin's trying to do, is so Malbolgia can exist on Earth, by the way, which is cool. I like that concept, but I didn't
stop
get
following him on Twitter.
Maybe honestly, it's a good thing you were actually, like, throwing it out there out in the open for us to, like, listen to, even though we all read the book. Because now it has me thinking that maybe
Oh, now
Sin.
you take credit.
No, because, like, maybe Sin is doing that because he still hates Malbolgia. He still wants to take him down, but he knows by doing it on Earth, well, he can kill him easier than if he was on the throne, and, like, eliminate the peace treaty, so it makes all the factions from heaven and hell go completely ballistic, where it's just all out war, causing
now that makes sense.
great chaos. Which is like, he wanted the throne, he wanted, or maybe I don't know, because he's such a he's a mastermind manipulator, which is probably a little bit more smarter than Violator, even though he's a little bit older. But I
Oh, it
think
has to be.
that
Yeah,
I never
think
thought Violator
that-
was all that smart, to be honest with you.
Nah.
I
But
think
no, let me jump in for a second. That makes sense, Zach. If that's what they're going for, I like that. That makes sense. It's a good plot. It's a good story. The problem is they just didn't explain it well enough that I think that I got that out of it. I wouldn't have thought about that until you brought that up.
You possibly could be right. I think it's just kind of like it's trying to confuse everyone, all the heroes of
Trying.
what the actual plan
Very
is.
confused.
Yeah, and it's also trying to
Readers
confuse
are
the
confused.
villains, because if the villains know, then they'll start to spread talk, and then Nyx will find out, and that's not. I don't know, man. Like, I'm actually
That makes a lot more sense than what I'm reading, and if that's the case, I like it. I
why
think
bring
that's a cool concept.
why bring God into it?
Right. Well, yeah, they brought God
shown
into
for
it
the
like 6
very
issues
first
ago, and
time.
haven't seen him
Yes.
since then.
Very
supposed to
first
fight?
time out of all the issues, God has never been shown. He's been shown in human form, but never actual form.
Right.
And I still stand by it. It's like, to show that means that something very serious is about to happen. More serious than any of the events, even more serious than Malbolgia getting killed. I think that
But they put a pin in it. They put a pin in it, and then you
Exactly.
go back to whatever issue it was, 370 or 375,
You can't tell 'cause of the
365 or what-
covers.
Yeah, can't you tell? Can't you tell? But they jumped ahead in time to this great battle, right? With the curse. The issue with the curse. They jumped ahead in time to this big battle. And they teased what was going to happen, and we haven't been back there in a year.
No.
Okay, moving on with this because we got to wrap this up. So Redeemer says, but if you don't know, it's because they knew you wouldn't go along with it. It's like, go along with what? And he said, for his resurrection. Now we jump back here to Sin, talking about Bolgia. He says, good, you're moving on your own. That means the spell is working. And Malbolgia's just like, where is this? And who the hell is talking to me? And the Sin's just going all just crazy, saying, and you talk. It'll take some time, my lord. But soon you will take back what's rightfully yours, what he stole from you. And he said, Cagliostro, did you do this? Before we get to this, I don't want to say Mikey says, thanks, Joe. I'm glad you're a king now, and I wasn't aware of you before. You're a great artist and streamer. Well, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you.
Chop liver?
A little bit, you know.
Okay.
But this is about me in this comment. Just let me have my moment. Damn it.
No.
Sheldon says, not really a good jumping on issue. No, it's not.
Not really a great jumping on series.
Well, yeah. Well, from let's say the last year.
Yeah.
350 was good. 350 was a good jumping on spot. That's where I jumped on, and I was good to go. Mabolgia says, you brought me back. Why am I the size of a human? I do like that. So here's the point. Your transformation isn't complete yet, and he says, you're my biggest failure, and you think I would take help from a traitor? Oh, excuse me. Take help from a traitor that would have anything close to the power I need. So this was the whole thing that Redeemer was talking about. In order for Malbolgia to, I guess, ascend or descend or whatever back to the power that he was, he has to take the power from a powerful being to basically fulfill his resurrection. So, Zach, if the idea is to bring back Malbolgia and kill him here on Earth, explain that part of it too. What would be the point now of bringing him back just to kill him again?
So I think what it would do is it's releasing a statement to bring forth Nyx into a vulnerable position.
Okay.
Where it's going to have something to do along that lines where Malbolgia potentially could be used as bait. And what it's going to do is not only is it going to bring Nyx out in the open like that, it's going to bring all the other heroes out in a position because everyone's frightened. And for him to come back like that is one of those situations that no one's at all going to take it as a joke. So I think Sin is trying to prop it up and then knock him down in one big swoop.
Okay. I'm going to go with that. Andrew Wyatt, what's up, brother? Says, hey, beautiful people, came at the perfect time. Joe reading.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Good to see you. But yeah, that is the perfect time. Me trying to read sometimes. It's a struggle. Dyslexia. It says, this is Earth. The rules are different here. And now everybody knows of this treaty except for me or us. I don't know. And Malbolgia is like, Earth, there is a treaty. I need my throne. He's like, it's no longer yours. I don't know. That's just how I feel like he talks here. So who took it? The same hellspawn that stole your life. The only way to regain your true form is to take back hell, is to kill Simmons and take his power. And that's where we got one more page. Oh, I love this. Like, Simmons, is he still alive? I don't know why. I thought that line was pretty funny. And then we jump real quick. Says, have you heard? And Blood is heard. Everybody's heard except Al that Malbolgia is being brought back. How?
Fuck?
Yeah, like I'm sorry. That just doesn't. I don't know. That doesn't look good.
I do gotta say that him being the last person to find out doesn't quite make sense because he is a hellspawn.
Right.
Wouldn't something like that be felt?
I was just gonna say, wouldn't he sense it? Wouldn't he feel it? Because it's the creator of basically where he came from.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I feel like he would sense it as soon as
his necroplasm is active. The necroplasm definitely would have felt that.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. So that was just kind of confusing. Everybody knows except for Al. But okay, here's my question: what are we doing? Where is the story going? Do we know yet?
Clearly
Because
not.
I don't know, because we were Blood's been on an issue to find this Omega Island. Spawn's on some kind of mission that we don't know about, or at least it hasn't been explained why he's beating up guys or half breeds at a bar. But now again, I feel like we're switching directions, and now it's about Malbolgia. So
That
now they're going to be
that
going after
also
Malbolgia.
that also
Just
kind of confuses me a little bit too. If wouldn't he ask Spawn like where this island is, or like like dismantle the cloaking device? I
right.
feel like
Yeah,
if
Spawn's been
he
there.
teamed up, and I feel like that's something he would have helped him out with.
Yeah, I just unless
I don't know.
unless blood
Yeah.
is playing Spawn as well, it's just again, I don't mind having questions. I don't mind a slow burn of a story. I like a mystery. But I just feel like how this last story arc has been building has been too many questions and not enough answers to keep you going forward.
Mhm.
And this is the same thing. Like everything they've been doing up to this issue, now you find out that Malbolgia is being resurrected, and now this is the play. So is whatever else has happened, is that going to be dropped now? I don't know. But Spawn says to wrap this up, is Sin has gotten so desperate to get rid of both of us. That's a conclusion that Al has drawn to this, is that he's done this with Malbolgia to get rid of Al and Blood. And then Blood finishes his sentences that he's made an unfathomable mistake that will kill him along with those he hates. And that's how the issue ends.
I mean, Malbolgia is going to kill him. Absolutely. If he's not careful.
You would think so. So again, here's the other cover that was on this book. Oh, no, I guess that's 373 for this coming out in March.
You better
Here we go. Let's look at the black and white art here for a second. Awesome.
Joe, we got a contender.
Okay, tell me.
Yes, bring me in. I will explain. Yeah, it's too late.
It's too late, man. But
we're lost.
Jump
Maybe
in
down the road.
next month when we do Spawn 373. Be in the chat, and I'll shoot you the link real quick. Jump in, and you can explain some of the questions. But we're at the end of the show here, so but definitely do that again. His necroplasm would have come. Well, something was going to come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm just saying, I want to point this out real quick to all the colorists out there that want to use blur with everything. You don't need to, because look at this. Artists can handle it with the lines just fine. We don't need the blur effect to show the motion. Just use some speed lines, get somebody who knows what they're doing, and there you go. Overall rating, I'm not going to rate that here. Overall rating of the book, guys. Let's do this. Let's wrap the show up. Give me your rating on the book.
Oh,
1 through 10.
Fuck me.
Yeah, do it.
Like 4.75.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Is that lower than last week?
I don't
No,
remember.
it can't have been lower last week, because last week was pretty low.
I don't remember.
4.75. All right, that's low. Zach, what do you got?
I gotta give it an 8 this time. I found the book to be very enjoyable. They put they're able to bring some of those things that they pinned into this issue, but we're still kind of left as like all right, well, still what now? Because it still leaves a little bit more questions, but not as much as kind of like what the previous issues have been doing.
Right.
And I mean, Brett Boo is still knocking it out of the park. The colors really mesh. I honestly do. I'd like to see a backup story in one of the new upcoming books, like a bonus story, because that would help out a little bit more in context.
Yeah.
I think that would be great, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I give it an A. I found it to be very enjoyable. I think comics in general have been kicking ass for quite some time, so I'm glad to see that this issue is amongst that.
It's definitely the highest grade we've had in a little while. K.O.Joe says he gives it a 5. I'm going to go right around that. I'm going to give it a 6 because I think it was well better than the last 6 issues we've gotten as far as the story. Yes, I have a lot of questions still, but I at least like where we're headed, or where I think we're headed. And Zach did a pretty good job of bringing in some ideas on what that might be, which made me look at the issue just a little bit different. Obviously, the art is amazing. Brett motherfucking Booth knocks it out of the park. And again,
No contender.
sad that the run is coming to an end here with 374 supposedly being the last issue that he's drawing.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that extends or what's going to happen with that going forward. I haven't heard anything coming out of the Tom McFarlane Productions about the future of the Spawn artist. So who knows? Maybe he'll stick around. I don't know. But I'm going to give it a 6. I think a 6 is a good rating there, and we'll just go with that. So next month when it comes out, we'll do it again. This is one of the last episodes of Ahrent Stuff. Sean and I are starting a brand new show that's going to incorporate all the shows together because it's just too convoluted. Our schedules are just too busy. I got personally too many streams I'm doing. I need to pull back on some of them. So the best way to kind of do everything that we want to do is just do a variety show and incorporate everything we want to do into the shows. And we could be talking about comics, pop culture, conspiracies, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about. I think it'll be a fun show. We're going to start that in March. Kayla's coming back for that show as well. What's that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sean, what do you got here?
I got a page from Type 1. Got into colored finished pages from Dan Kemp. The book is done color-wise, art-wise. We're getting ready to get proofread and then sent off to the letterer. So this is my book, Type 1, an action-adventure tale with real-life implications. If you like Ancient Aliens and Anunnaki, if you like old-school classic comic books and anime from the 80s and 90s, this book up your alley. Don't be a bum, back Type 1. And hell yeah, starting on issue 2 and other things. So
I like that. Don't be
give
a
me
bum,
praise.
back Type 1. We also have something I want to talk about real quick. And when I mean real quick, I'm saying real quick because we got to get out of here. This right here, my friends. No, okay. Sorry. Okay. Remove that. All right. Get back to my duties. This right here, my friends, is a little book I like to call Mondor's Rising that is going to be starting its sign-up sheet this Saturday on Valentine's Day. This is Zach. Zach, how you pronounce your last name?
Marois.
Marois. I've been saying Morris this whole time that I've known this dude. First, I thought he was black. Then I thought his name was Morris. Now, Marois. What is it again?
Marois.
God, I know I'm going to trip over that. Zach right here, fantastic artist, storyteller, going to be putting out a badass book called Mondor's Rising, produced by my company, Superior Press, is going to be coming out this year for crowdfunding, but the sign-up sheet is going to be happening this Saturday. It's going to be released. Be watching my site, Zach's site, and also Superior Press's site on X. If you don't follow any of those, please go follow them now because you are going to want to sign up for Mondor's Rising. It's an awesome book. Badass art. Zach, you want to say a couple quick things about it before we get out of here?
Yeah, it's for everyone listening in. This is something that I have kept quiet for quite some time. It's a revitalization of some of the previous titles that I have done with this character. It's just a very strong refresher. And as Joe can tell you, as along with a lot of other people, that this is going to be something that's going to be hot and heavy when it comes out. So I'm trying to give it my all. Some of the art that you saw that I showed in earlier, that was a small snippet from something that's in the book. So I will be penciling it and inking it while I have some of the colors and letters be done by other individuals. So it's going to be something cool, and I'm excited to talk about it some more in the future.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Sign up for it. It's going to be on multiple different crowdfunding sites going forward as well. Lots of cool covers. One cover by Corey Barton, who's a fantastic artist. If you guys know his stuff on, I always want to say Kozar. That's not it. Kordraft. Jeez.
No, it's Kozar.
Is it? It's one of those names.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right.
Miller.
No, yeah, Kordraft's Andy, right?
Yeah, Kordraft's, yeah, that's Andy Smith. Yeah, Adam Miller's on here. I'm going to be doing a cover for it as well, so definitely make sure you're checking that out. Speaking of my stuff, I have a preview book for Reaper Destroyer issue 2 going to be launching at the end of March. This is going to be a 15-page story previewing issue 2 with all pencils, rough pencils, and full script, and then a bunch of stuff in the back of it. Probably about 24 or thereabout pages altogether. But this is going to be a test I'm going to do. I'm going to be launching this on my own website to see if I can do crowdfunding over there or pre-orders as I have set up. Although I am looking into crowdfunding, so this might turn into a crowdfunder by the time we get there. But March, tail end of March, at some point, I'll hammer down an exact date here. But this is a black and white cover this is actually the line work I did for Visions 2. Now, John Malin, shout out to Malin, was kind enough to give all the artists that put their art into that book their original art back as far as the rights to republish it, and he can publish the stuff that's in his book. So now that let us free to use it for whatever we wanted. So I'm going to use this for the cover. So this is going to be an exclusive cover for the preview. We are also going to do this limited black version of the book. I think probably just 100 issues or 100 copies of this altogether that's going to be out there. And then I'm going to do this thing that's experimenting here, but I'm going to do this on Reaper Destroyer issue 2 as well.
Nice.
That I'm going to be doing like a 1 in 100 or 1 in 50 variants that you kind of do at the comic shops, except this would be one issue printed, never printed again. Only one person in the world will own this issue. It's going to go up on the crowdfunding site or on the pre-order for $100. Whoever gets it, that's it. You're going to own the only copy of this with this cover on this book. And I'm going to do this going forward when I launch a campaign for Reaper Destroyer or anything else that I do that's produced that I'm producing from Superior Press. If we get a certain amount of backers, then I will release a cover like this. It's an exclusive cover just for this one issue. So I'm going to see how that goes. We'll see if people like it. If not, but I like it. I think it's cool. Yeah, she's holding the Reaper Destroyer. Yeah, this was a fun concept because in Visions 2, you're supposed to draw like a character sexy doing whatever. And I was just like, playing. I always liked the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man. What cover was it? What issue? 189?
347, where Venom holds up.
Is it 340? Okay, 347. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, where Venom's holding up the skull of Spider-Man. It's like a last poor Spider-Man. I knew you well. And so that was the whole concept with this cover. Yep, that was the whole concept. It was just kind of a fun, jokey thing to do with Vanessa holding up the severed head of Reaper Destroyer. But I thought it came out really well. I've always loved this, and it's fun to actually be able to put this on the cover. So yes, be on the lookout for this launching next month, tail end next month. I'll give you guys a date when we get hammered down closer to that date. But yeah. So that's pretty much it. We will be back here next Thursday for Ahrent Stuff. We got John Malin coming on the show. Going to be talking about Black Riding Hood 2, the second 30 days campaign that launched. That is live right now. If you got a chance, go back that. And if not, we're going to have the man himself come in here to talk about it and other things as well. You can catch me Mondays on the Comicsgate Kings on Ethan Van Sciver's channel, on Hard Art on Wednesdays in either John Malin, Shane Davis, or Ethan's channel as well. And right here on Thursdays for Ahrent Stuff and whatever the new program is going to be called going forward. So everybody check that out. Sean, you going to be anywhere? Zach, you guys want to plug things before you go? Sean.
Yeah, just back type 1. Let's get this campaign over 10 grand before we are able to go to print. And that's it.
I like it. Zach.
Yeah, anyone who's watching the stream, just follow me on Twitter and Instagram. This is where I'm going to be posting a lot of updates going forward. It's something I'm going to be very consistent about. There's going to be some new rewards, new things that I'm trying to figure out for the campaign. Nothing that's going to slow it down, just more of things to amp it up. So you want more updates on that, just give me a follow. Very easy. My tag handle on my name on this channel is the same tag handle for Twitter and Instagram.
At Zachary Art. Go check it out. Sheldon says, what time on Sunday? I don't know when I'm going to be streaming on Sunday yet. Sometime for my birthday, probably later, probably 10, maybe 11 or something like that. But tune in. It's just going to be a fun show, hangout show with a bunch of friends, maybe do a little bit of drinking, celebrate turning 44. Thanks for joining us, Mikey. Appreciate you. KO Joe, the entire chat. You guys have been amazing as always. We appreciate you guys coming out and supporting the show as you do. And continue to do that, please. Hit the like button, subscribe, let people know that this channel is here. Consider becoming a member of the channel, and like the video, hype the video when you get a chance. So with that being said, everybody, be good to each other. Take care of one another. And as always, picture me naked. Talk to y'all later. Peace.
Drown